What's up, guys? It's Aaron here. I'm going to go up to Edinburgh Fringe in August for my first show, and I can't wait. But before I do that, I need to preview the show up and down the country. So I've added a bunch of work in progress dates. Manchester's already on sale. Some of the others might be as well by the time this goes out. All the links are going to be in the description. Liam's going to join me for some of them. It's dead small rooms, dead cheap tickets. It's going to be loads of fun. Come down, let's have a laugh. I'll see you there.
Mi amigo!
I woke up in a lift, naked.
Dyer, I just want you to let me know if I'm weird for this, right?
One of my first gigs, a lady opened her bag and a parrot flew out.
You can stop now, mate, because we're just recording the crying girl at this point.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, your mum's fanny's been on your face.
I came to a realisation. It's because I'm always hesitant to say things on this podcast because I'm like, how much shite am I going to get for admitting this? I came to a realisation recently. Do you know, when sometimes you go through life with certain things or habits or things in your past that you don't think there was any issue with until you speak to people about it, and then you find out that you are indeed the weirdo. Like when I was... So we've talked on the podcast about like getting baths and showers and stuff. I use a sponge. Yeah.
He uses a sponge
I
in
use
the
a
bath.
sponge.
That's weird, isn't it?
On the shower. No, I didn't think it was weird.
weird?
There we go.
I
Fellow
think about
sponger.
it. I guess people don't use other than nanas. Really use.
Quite literally, when I say sponge bath, what do you think of?
Oh, when you're poorly. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true. That's true.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, when you say sponge bath, what do you think
I
of?
never say I'm going to go
You
for a
think of an animal in
sponge.
an hospital who can't lift up.
Squarepants.
Sponge bath Squarepants. Oh, God. Just got myself a new nickname. Oh, God.
But I think it's awful. But this is disgusting. But have you read that there was a series about it that? Not was I lied. What's it called? The doctors. How are you, doctor? The doctor.
It rings a bell. I'm
Adam
trying to
Kay,
think.
when he's a doctor. And
Yeah,
it's
he did a
This is
book
gonna
as
hurt.
a junior doctor one who saw a bunch of stuff.
And oh god, so
I
there
feel
was
like
this.
was it recent? I feel like I do know that.
Yeah.
It feels recent.
In the last few years, at
Right,
least.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the series was recent, but the book quite a good few years ago now, and I read it, and he said the worst smell he's ever smelt was. I mean, why am I saying this? It's horrific. But this basically, a lady was a lady of the night, and she didn't want to lose. I think I'm right. Why am I saying this? She didn't want to lose money because she was on a period, so she just put a sponge up there.
A sponge? As in like a dishcloth
Yeah,
type?
just a sponge, and then
Little
it was
scour it.
obviously soaking everything up. So it was just
That's
so.
a poor man's tampon, that, isn't it?
It was just like compressed and dick pounding against it. And
just pushing the sponge up.
yeah, pushing the sponge up, and then you've got a flow from the other side. So it was just an absolute.
That sponge was taking a hit on both sides,
fury.
ready to. Oh,
Exactly.
God.
And that's how you get fridge raiders.
That's how you start a podcast. That's the opening part. Demonetized, baby.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. You make no money, don't worry.
For context, Liam came in, he went, I've had fridge raiders, I fucking stink, and now it's all we can smell in the studio.
But if I had a sponge in my fanny, it'd have soaked up the smell. I could carry on as normal.
Sponge in your fanny.
Oh, the sponge. That's how I brought it
Sorry.
up.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
don't
go on.
apologise. I love it. I love going off on tangents and stuff. And I just want you to let me know if I'm weird for this, right? We had
I can save some time, probably.
when I was younger, like growing up with my mum's, we shared a sponge. Like the family kind of shared
The
a
family.
sponge.
So not even just you and the whole family
Yeah,
sponge.
we had the family sponge. Yeah, I mean, it get changed out and replaced.
How often?
I wasn't in charge of the family.
So you're just saying, so
Mate.
it sounds better that it was replaced, but you have no
I
idea.
mean, it wasn't like a decrepit old one.
With mushrooms
We'd wait till
growing
it got
out of it.
brown, and then it'd get no joking.
It's like the plant.
Yeah, it looked like that. Yeah, we
my
shared us. So, like,
God.
say Dad's last one out the shower, I'm first one in. Balls to face, but I just didn't even think about that at
No
the
wonder
time.
he's not with us anymore. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm just... That's a horrific joke to make, but it makes sense, you know what I mean? Why?
I don't know. I think it was, Thatcher's Britain, cutting costs, working class family.
Yeah.
Everyone needed a
that's how
sponge.
anti-Tory they are in Liverpool. Like, I'm not even gonna have two sponges because that's a little bit too middle class for us. Like.
I don't even think it's like anti-Tory. I think it was just stupidity. Like, it's got soap on it.
Alan, you were a
Must be
child,
clean.
so you're just, when you're a child, you're just like, however way I'm presented with a life situation, you just accept it, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and then
So it
'cause
shouldn't
you
be on your
accept it.
head.
Was it the
Thank
same
It's
one
on
that
your
cleaned the
It's on my
dirty
face.
mothers.
She watches this.
Your mum washed her fanny and then you washed your face with the same sponge. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, your mum's fanny's been on your face. Oh my
Well, that's
goodness.
a soundbite on the fucking teaser, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Mate, you just reminded me of something. My mate told me, right? Because he had a family flannel, and this is how it came out, right?
That's worse.
Yeah, flannel.
That is worse.
Because that's like it's paper. It's a roll. It's a little bit of paper. In it. At least a sponge got some softness to it.
Yeah.
So he had, and flannels can go kind of crisp and stuff,
Yeah,
can't they, when
I
they're
bet
dry?
they can. Yeah. When you've had
Just
5
breaking
people
in the
showing.
family flannel, give it a crack before you shower. Like he was having like a family meal now as like adults with his siblings and his parents, and the siblings were all talking about. He's got a younger brother, a younger sister. They were all talking about the shared trauma of like, and they didn't realize it was shared until they were talking about it. Of like coming out of their bedrooms onto the landing to like get ready in the morning, and the bathroom being occupied by the mum, but the door was open. And she wouldn't get like a shower; she'd get a sink wash.
Oh,
And they've all.
What's the word for it?
no. What? It is.
Glad you said it. Is it that?
Oh, who is bath?
A hose wash, yeah,
I
something like that.
I think slut wash has more like
That's loads better.
It
you
is
can
a
market
slut
that
wash.
slut wash.
It exists.
That's the new barman bat, that isn't it? It's a slut wash or a hose.
Bath. Only
Lad
you can
Bible are gonna
decide
love
in the
it.
comment section. Lad Bible would love it, yeah. It'll just be us on the icon like that. Answers it like fucking 3 paragraphs down. I fucking hate that. So they were all sharing this their trauma of walking out onto the landing, door being open, turning and seeing mum just scrubbing fanny at the sink with the.
Why didn't she lock the door?
The family flannel.
Even shut the door.
Because she wanted to be found.
No, it wasn't like a thrill thing.
She wanted to be found.
They were like, the way my mate described it was they were an open door house. Like he said it wasn't until like his wife was like, well, when they first started seeing each other, why do you always shit with the door open? He was like, why don't?
Why not? Why are you
don't
being
you?
weird? Why are you closing your door?
He just that's the way he described it. They were an open door family.
I've heard of a danger wank, but never a danger wash. That's like, that's weird, that innit?
A danger wash.
Yeah, because an open door, the policy with anything is like, we're open and honest, but not when you're watching you minge in the sink. Fuck's sake.
So they were all kind of laughing about that, and the mum was getting a bit chocker about it, and she was going, "Oh, we'll get showers now." Like that was the thing she had to defend. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're the dickhead.
Yeah. But like, I don't do that anymore. I get showers now. And the dad.
With the same flannel
Yeah,
still.
it's been in laying door. I can't make fun of them. I was gonna make fun of them, and I really can't because my sponge is just as bad. Fucking Spongebath Squarepants. Never gonna live that down.
That's so funny. That's the name of this title. That's the name of this episode.
Washes the sponge that's been on Mum's fanny. Spongebath Squarepants. It's covered in poo and it's covered in weight. Why? I don't know. I just couldn't think of
You were
any
trying
better
so hard to get a rhyme, weren't you?
And so like they're telling this story, winding mum up. Dad goes to like take the dishes through or whatever, and my mate like pipes up with like, I can do yours one better with the trauma of his. He said he walked out onto the landing once, and what drew his attention to the bathroom door was like a big plop and a splash, like a fart, plop, splash. He turns, and his dad sat on the toilet, right, door open, and he makes eye contact with him. And my mate's 12 years old, and this is happening. He makes eye contact with him, and he goes,
That's a crime.
He goes, "Your granddad's dead."
What?
And that's how he found out his granddad died. That's how that news was delivered to him. I couldn't believe what he was telling me. I couldn't get oxygen in my lungs. I was laughing that hard. That's how he was given the
What
news.
about the shit reminded him of the dead granddad? Joey, like something just comes to you. He's having his little poo and then oh, fucking hell, I meant to tell you.
What if he just got the news and he was like, how am I going to tell them? And he just walked out. He was like, now's as good a time as any. Like, it just ended. The interaction ended, he said, with his mum getting annoyed at his dad for that being the way that he...
Because see, I saw it as like a really awful power thing that you've seen him doing something that's really like he's felt quite vulnerable. So then he's gone, well fuck you. Your granddad's dead. That's how
Let's balance the scale.
Yeah. Right, I've got my dick out, right, and now I want you to feel uncomfortable. You've got a dead granddad. Wait.
Yeah, Mike, toilet roll drop.
yeah, toilet roll
Splash.
It's so funny as well because they talk about celebrities like, oh, I remember where I was when I found out Michael Jackson was dead. Well, I remember where I was when I found out my granddad was dead. I was in the bath, and my dad was having a shit 4 feet away.
Maintaining eye contact.
Oh my god, it was proper like a pendulum swinging. He was the dad seemed all stern and powerful. He was terrified on the inside. He was like, how am I gonna fix this situation? Mic drop, you granddad.
I love the idea that the granddad had been dead for years as well. It's like, yeah, well, what?
Just a reminder.
Which mate is this?
It's Joe Stonehouse.
I
told him, I was like, mate, I'm gonna have to tell Aaron about that on the podcast. Kind of full name, yeah. And he was like, yeah, I'm not the one who did anything wrong.
On Saturday, I did a gig for Alex Harrison.
Yes.
You know him? Yes. You don't know Alex, but you should definitely gig for him. Actually, he's a brand new promoter. I think he's really into stand up. Does he work with you?
So he's a mate from work, yeah. He's dead sound lad. And he reached out just saying he was thinking of like putting a night on, but he did what like no one does when they think, oh, I'm just going to start doing this, is he reached out and said, how's a night to be run? So we just like ran, heads up.
To be fair to him, he ran an absolute doozy of a night, and it was, unfortunately for him, full of knobheads. Like proper coked up bell ends and stuff. But bless him, he was so stressed all night because like people had to get kicked out and stuff, and like they were being annoying. Like I MC'd it, and in the second section I had to just be like, shut the fuck up. And then he just got rid of him in the third section. And then he came in, and well, this is it. He came in like stressed, like, I'm so sorry they're being fucking knobheads. I'm so sorry about this. And I was like, mate, you have no idea how many things you have done right up to this point.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you've got rid of them is absolutely enough. Like we've dealt with way worse. So point being, he was great.
Did he know
because no, he didn't know his people. He ran it in like a golf club, and he got like 150 people in, 200 people, something like that. And they were all really up for it. The lineup was a belter. Dean Coughlin opened, and Jamie Hutchison closed.
Right.
Next one's got Dan Nightingale on it. It was fucking class. It was
I'm
really
on the next
good.
one as well, like, but fuck off.
Yeah, I was meant to be, but the date changed and I'm busy. I'm gigging somewhere else. Point being, reason I bring him up, you mentioned Joe Stonehouse.
Yeah.
When did I last see Joe?
My stag do.
Yes, correct.
No, my wedding.
Yes, also correct.
The priorities in my mind there.
Well, guess who was sat on the front row with his girlfriend?
Joe.
Mike Speed.
Yeah.
What a fucking evening I had. Oh my God. He came up to me and he goes, I've been told by Alex to sit on the front because there's no one on the front yet, so I'm going to sit there, but like don't pick him in. I was like, no, of course not.
So for context, Harriet, Mike Speed's my mate from work, and he's like we worked together for a long time, like sat next to each other like every day. I met Alex like through him, and he's like the nicest, sweetest guy. Like all the like older people in the office, all the old women are like, oh, he's a sweetheart. He's not got a foul mouth like the rest of you know. But if you get a beer down him, he's the worst.
If you're gonna what?
If you get a beer down him.
Oh no! What are those?
He doesn't turn into like a sex pest or anything. Like I want to clarify that.
Well, the worst. I mean, I didn't.
No, I thought.
No, but just the way you said that when you get a beer with him, he just fucking.
I'm not trying.
He's a predator.
like people are gonna go to bed and I'm like, fucking Mike Speed now.
But he just doesn't know when to stop drinking. And that was the case on the stag,
which has its own entertainment value because he is like
until you're trying to get to bed.
Yeah.
And then you just like you want to cave his head in. And I just brought all of it up while I'm seeing the game. And his missus was sat next to him fucking raging.
He'll be devastated. I can imagine his face getting red. And he
it was class though, because I said I've known Mike a little while, but I've actually met you twice, haven't I? Because I met Mike at the wedding, but I met Speedy on the stag do, and the crowd like, fucking all giving it him and stuff. I said to him, we had a good time on the stag do, didn't we? And he goes, Yeah. He just shits himself out. He's so good, man.
Because I know him as well, and he is the type of person who I think his
I've got it
life.
filmed. I'll send it you.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I also think it'll make me feel sad for him because his life is Monday to Friday, be a fear. What did I say?
Yeah.
What did I say? And then Saturday, it's top off. I remember, like he's talked about it before on the pod. My stag do was sort of like very tame. We're all kind of just like chill, me and my mates. And I told Rob Thomas about it on another one, and he was like, "Sounds like a lovely 50th, Joe." It was just kind of like low key. We were in this fucking.
I think it sounds like.
I loved it. It was great for me.
We just played sports. It was pathetic.
But we were in like a mansion. In like real, I mean, those two words don't really go well.
Yeah, it was a 2 up, 2 down.
We're in a mansion, real, yeah. And so it was quite surreal. Never been anywhere like that. And you're in like one room, and you can like, even though the house was packed with like 20 of us, you could be in a room with one other person and feel like alone. Until the night time when Speedy was on one in the bar, like miles away, and you could just hear like on repeat.
Yeah,
do you know when people get so drunk they're on repeat? All you could hear was, "I love it when they call me Big Pop Pop," over and over again, over and over and over again. And I don't know who he was doing it for.
His workmates fucking hated him by the end of the week because they all shared the room with him and he just wouldn't go to sleep. So we got rest away from him. Like I say, it's a mansion. We were a good 300 yards away from him asleep, just having a good night and just getting the rest that we needed. And then all his workmates were just like, it's 5:38 in the morning, go to sleep. Have you ever done like any like hen do's or anything like that? You ever been on any? Because some women go feral, don't they, on a hen do? Like what you're saying about Speedy, like through the week he's great, and then.
See, I think I've been consistently feral, so it's been no surprise.
Your life is a hen do. Constantly in fancy dress with fucking like wearing a cop costume.
Flannel at the sink.
So why? Because it's always because with those things it is usually the quiet ones, isn't it? Whereas I would always be. So I don't think I've been on many hen do's, but I did when I used to work in the corporate jumble sale TK Maxx. I bought this.
It is though, isn't it?
Dolce and Gabbana. Suit for £8. It was a jungle print Dolce & Gabbana suit. It was absolutely fantastic.
£8.
Yeah, because what you do in TK Maxx is if you hide, because there's, you know, the red stickers. It's called scamping. So and then it's a cycle. So I can't even remember now, but say every 3 months they reduce it. But if you hide something and then it misses a scamping round, then when it's eventually scamped, it will be scamped right down. So
Genius.
as long as you hide something.
No way.
Yeah.
Genius.
So
I'm more sorry to interrupt. I'm more impressed you have the fucking time and like energy to go through TK Maxx's.
But I worked there.
Yeah, that's it.
You worked there. Okay,
that's the whole point.
Cool.
Yeah.
Got you. Because every time I go in TK Maxx, I'm just like, I'm not.
I get anxiety.
Yeah,
I get anxiety.
But if you, because I'd be like working on the laundry because it was my full-time job for a bit. So I got this suit, and then I had a great wedding. Well, it wasn't mine; it was someone else's. But it was in Cornwall, so it was like the hotel was on the beach. Yeah, and it was really lovely. But then I woke up the next morning, like just feeling so ill, and I woke up in a lift. Naked, going up and down, so I was so nauseous because I'd be going, who's stepping over and not making sure they're all right, just going up and down, just stepping over.
What floor, love? What floor?
Everyone thinks she works there. Just asleep on the job.
Someone had stolen my suits.
The whole.
Yeah, both. Top and bottom, probably Speedy.
Yeah,
I love it when they call me Big Pop. An £8 Dolce & Gabbana.
So I lost. I
devastated.
So it wasn't your hen do, but you got the.
But that was
the ribbon, I guess.
Well, that wasn't even a hen party. So I've really missed. I haven't answered the question at all. But that was a wedding. Because I don't think I've been to many hen do's.
Yeah. I've only done one stag, and I wasn't expecting what it was. Yeah, because I everything I know about a stag do is like right. So we're fist fucking him at 6, and then it's 7, and then it's 7. We're force feeding him tarantula. Do you know what I mean? I expected it to be horrific.
Let's torture him.
Yeah, but that's what you're told, isn't it? Oh, when we made stag, it was mad. Yeah. We stayed in a hostel, and we just buried him under it, and he's still there now. It's so ridiculous. But then we got there, Like, I was like, when's he getting his massage? What are you doing to it? Like, it's fucking pointless. So yeah, I've only been on one. I'm excited for the next one where it might actually be a bit
Rowdy.
because it was just a lovely holiday. And don't get me wrong, I had a lovely time.
I just can't act that though. Like even with
I don't get it.
I think
You're only having to say that now because the
don't worry, I'll do that for you if that's what you want. I'll tie you to a tree and suck it off against your will.
I don't get why it happens. I don't know why you're like, oh, my best mate of 11 years. Oh, he's just such a lovely man. I'm so excited for him. Let's just torture him for a weekend.
I don't. His skin.
Yeah. Let's wear his skin.
Yeah, I woke up in a lift completely skinless. Someone had stolen my skin.
Why, you a stoner?
You know the Robbie Williams song when he's
I don't want to run.
and he's got no skin.
I remember that being in the news and everything. Like it was.
He had no skin.
No. Extra. Read all about it.
Breaking news.
Robbie Williams has got no skin. Do you get the reference?
No,
you've
got over me head. I'm just sort of smiling along. I'm so confused.
Rock DJ, the music video was like raunchy at the time, like because Robbie was just slowly stripping. He stripped into like a little like pair of boxy. Why am I saying this? Like I fucking loved it. Like it's burned into my mind. Like a little pair, like a little like speed. What did he call ball stranglers?
Budgie smugglers.
Yeah, not boxy.
Speedos.
With like a tiger
Mike
on them
Speedos.
and that. and there was a version of it that played after the watershed. Do you know what the watershed is?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's when you ring out your mum's flannel that she's had for 6 years.
Just because you want to wash your face and you don't want to smell it.
Ring out her ass juice.
Liam, why'd you always smell a herring? But like, so yeah, basically Robbie Williams stripped so much he took his skin off.
Yeah,
was,
so that's the final.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was cutting edge at the time.
Oh.
Revolutionary. Yeah,
Oh,
that was before
like
Lady Gaga was wearing meat and that. That was like fuck yeah.
Oh really?
He was the original skin.
just that original skin. Oh, but yeah, stag do's are lovely, aren't they?
What are you like on like nights out and stuff then? Do you go a little bit
No,
bit mad
I'm
now?
a completely different
just
person.
chilled?
I'm a nana now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not even back in the day and stuff? Were
Oh,
you just
back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous. Like, I would just be off for days and would just, I'd be like, right, let's go. We're going to go see Dizzy Rascal. And then I was off for...
He wasn't even on. Sends up on his house.
That's her mate from down the road.
Spins around a lot. and then I'd be like, and then it's cool as well. So it's Farrell anyway, and you'd be like, when I bumped into a friend's dad, and he gave me a bomb of speed, and then
A friend's dad?
Yeah, it was just chaos constantly.
Oh,
But yeah, don't do none of the time.
Speed.
Oh yeah.
Speed. Not
Yeah, I used to love the drugs, but now I'm just.
Are you just a nana now?
Yeah,
Proper,
really
not know anything?
No. Well, what did I have? I went to my Newell's wedding the other week, and then I had a glass of wine. And then because I was
You
driving,
mad bitch.
I know, I had, tell a lie, I had 2 glasses of wine, but then I couldn't drink any more because I was driving. And then, but then I crashed because I couldn't carry on drinking.
Yeah, you do. I
and then I
start
had my
getting
big
hungover.
dinner, and I was like, oh, I'm ready for bed now.
Yeah.
So it's just a real anticlimax.
Yeah, that's me. Genuinely, I feel the same. Like I just can't do it anymore. That's why I was.
I only drink
if
I'm getting steaming because I just don't really see the point. It doesn't taste as good as Vimto, so I don't know why we bother.
I've gone the opposite direction though. I used to think like that, whereas now I'm like, oh, I like a couple.
I like a whiskey.
And then I like if I've learnt me cut off point now. It took me 32 years. I've learnt me cut off points. If I stay on one side of that line, I actually love drinking.
You need to be
I
on
don't
that,
just like it.
on that lower echelon. Yeah.
It's a risky. It's a fine balance though.
Yeah,
When you're there, you're thinking, oh, do you want to make this better? More. And then that's when.
I've never really been like that, mate.
yeah.
I'm a proper, like, I've never done drugs or anything, so I guess I'm a bit of a shithouse. But also, I've just never needed to. Like, when I went on nights out, I would be, like, I know that if I did...
just be necking him, so going,
I'm so artistic, I just need E numbers. No, I do drink, but that was always, like, I know that if I did drugs, that I would enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Like, the things I've heard, I know that I would be like, oh my God, this is fucking mint. But I also get enough of a buzz just being a bit hammered. And like you see me on a night out, I just want to hug you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy that we are here.
Yeah.
And then I'm throwing shapes and I'm having a lovely time. But like all my mates, like the only issue that ever sort of came true with that was like, I'd be knackered by 1. And they'd be out till 6.
Yeah.
And like, I know why they're out till 6, because it gets to 1 and then they go into the toilet for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Or
And then
all of a sudden, burst of energy.
yeah, mad, isn't it? And I'm sat there just like, I'm so exhausted. Why did we go out at 11? Why not 7 p.m? Like, that's a myth with nightclubs. I feel like we've talked about this before. Why are we doing this? Why do we do
The
it to
pre-drinks
ourselves?
till like midnight, and then you go.
And
to the
then you
nightclub.
go out.
Yeah.
I want to go to bed. I just want to sleep. I want to go out at 6. I want to have a couple of drinks, go for a meal, and then go out at about 8 and just have an amazing night and get in at 11, 12.
You're in charge of your own destiny.
Yeah,
You
But
can-
nothing gets that good though early on.
Join us.
Do you know what I mean?
This is you making the turn into an old cunt like me.
I know, I've always thought like this.
Oh, well, then there's no help for you. You've ruined life.
Well, I'm getting judged by Spongebath Squarepants over here.
Spongebath Squarepants,
That's what I said. That's what I said. Watch it back.
I will.
Watch it back.
I will.
I hope I said that. I don't know what I said.
But no, it was the conviction. The conviction sold it. Yeah, I just can't hack a night out anymore, mate. I never really, but then when I look back, I don't think I ever really did. I think I was just kidding myself because it's what everyone else was doing.
Yeah, you
Do you know what I
convince
mean?
yourself you're having a fun time.
Yeah.
I just used to wander from each different nightclub floor trying to find a song I liked. Do you know what I mean? Like, because they all play different music, don't they? And you go
Yeah.
upstairs. Oh, let's see what upstairs is like. Oh, it's just as shit as downstairs. This is mad. I just don't get why do we do it to ourselves?
When I was in peak, when I thought I was peak drinking time, I loved it was before, because now everyone loves gin, but at the time people would be like, "Oh, don't drink gin; it's mother's a ruin."
Oh,
Remember
really?
when
Yeah.
they used to call it that. You
I've
never
heard
have
that.
like a gin display like that. You just have Gordon's, and if you were being fancy, Bombay Sapphire. That was it.
It doesn't sound fancy, that does it?
And then, what did I say? Oh yeah, and then I would just go on a rampage on gin, and then the only thing I would eat was gin jelly. So I'd be drinking gin, and eating gin. So the only thing in me was gin at any given moment. And then
Someone told her that she needed to line her stomach because she was like, right, I'll do that. No worries.
With more
gin. Knocking back the jelly.
Exactly. I make it in a big sink bowl and just walk around with an ladle eating my gin jelly. And then I remember my friend at uni she took me aside one evening and she goes, "Can you please not drink gin tonight? It's just a bit much." And I was like, "Oh no, I thought it was like such a laugh." And she was like, "No, you just have this like this."
You go away inside.
Yeah.
No, a bit.
You go away inside.
Hello.
Yeah,
I've got the demon in me too.
Yeah,
Speed demon.
but I just thought it was so much fun on gin, but apparently not.
Oh, that's the worst, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, when you think everything's great.
Every
and then
drunk
you're
person
told.
thinks they're they're meant to be around. Like
Yeah.
like Mike Speed stood on the pool table like, "Oh, this is mint, this isn't it, boys?" Read the room, Mike.
So you know that now. So do you? So who would be? So are you gonna get married? So then it's got to be your duty to absolutely
I'm
throw
gonna, yeah.
this
I don't know.
mayhem filled-
If Beth and I ever got married, I would do it abroad, I think, and I'd
Even
only
better.
have like
so
10
there's no
people
trail
there.
in England of the
Yeah.
chaotic.
No,
stag
not even
do.
just a stag do. I'd do the wedding abroad. Like I'd do.
Bribe the authorities, get away with murder, I will.
Bribe the
No, I'm not going to
authorities.
kill you. That was it, yeah.
Bribe the authorities, yeah, because
Yeah.
you've got bribe in you, haven't you? Okay, right.
Swagger.
Okay, you're in. We're in Turkey. We've gone to Turkey for the stag do, and
Imagine
the
the
authorities are there.
Can we do Spain? Because I know a little bit of Spanish. so
Okay, go on.
I'd go
We're
on
in Spain.
side.
What part of Spain? Where have we gone?
Catalonia. anyway.
Catalonia.
Yeah.
That's in
Broad,
Barcelona,
innit?
where they're
Yeah,
famed for their fucking their relaxation of the rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaywalk and see what happens. Okay, so we're in Barcelona. We've gone on a little weekend there, and you've got the authorities in front of you.
Ah, mi
authorities.
amigo! Gracias! Aquí. So I'd summon him here. Aquí means here.
That sounds so much like Hogwarts. Akio authorities.
I said it twice as well. Here, my friend. Here. That was the translation, if you weren't sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not subtitling the full episode. Mi hermano. I'll tell him you're my brother.
Okay.
Mi hermano is muy dickhead. Ayuda, por favor. So that's help, please. Yeah. See, I'm fucking showing off here.
At what point do you bribe him, though?
Together. Yeah.
None of these sentences have made sense so far, though.
Well, of course it's going to be broken.
I can just
I'm not
imagine
fluent.
the authorities are stood there going, "Oh, we have a how you say Duolingo nonce here."
How long is your streak?
They've got
idiot?
no fee.
I'm on day 300. If you were wondering.
Day what? Sorry.
Day 300 today.
In Spanish?
Hoy? No, that's 2 day. Oh, fucked it already. I actually don't know what day is. I don't know how to say day. How have I got 300 days in and I can't even say... I can't say 300. I can count to 10. That's diez.
Okay, good.
Yeah, go on. Quiz me some more. I'll let you...
I'm all right, to be honest.
300 days of...
Doing like 3 minutes a day for 300 days. Add that up. 900 minutes.
Yeah, it's mad that, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been smashing it. Like I say, smashing it. It's one thing reading it. Like I can look at words and I can kind of figure out what they're going to be. But I speaking, it's completely different. Then putting me on the spot, like obviously trying to cobble it together. That's what it would be. That's the funny thing is that's what it would be like in real life as well. But without you speaking between. So me going, a mi amigo, mi hermano.
I just love the idea.
I
just love the idea of them being like, bro, we speak English, man. Like, this is a metropolitan city. We have your kind all the time. Yeah. In like the thickest like Scouse accent.
That's the arrogance of the English, though. We just fucking march into these countries and just speak our own language and expect them to know. And they fucking, a lot of them do speak English.
Yeah.
And we don't take the time to learn, and that's why I think get on Duolingo. I'm raising awareness.
Having tried to sort of speak the language of like the city I've been in, the country I've been in, a lot of the time they just want you to say it in English to save their fucking... Like they speak really good English, so they're just like, just tell me in English, mate, and just save us both. Like this has took 6 minutes. Yeah. Like just tell me that you want a ham and cheese baguette so we can fuck off. Do you know what I mean?
And what's bad as well is I'm preaching all this. I've never once thought of learning Welsh, which is right on the doorstep, and I've been to loads of times.
It's shite, isn't it? It's load of shite. Do you speak any other languages? No. No. Where are you from? You're from like the West Country, aren't you?
Yeah, Cornwall. So
yeah,
my
barely
dad
speak English.
There is the Cornish language, but no one speaks it. My dad speaks like he'll do like hello, good night, that sort of stuff. Not much, but he is the most Cornish person you'd ever meet, so he should speak the language, but he doesn't. I think there's like 3 people in the whole of Cornwall that do.
Yeah, you're Manchester based now, though, aren't you? Yeah.
Glossop. So yeah.
Oh, sick. Beth from Glossop.
I know we had this chat last time.
Yeah. Beth's absolutely made up that you're on the pod today. I'm pretty sure that you're her favourite comic. She absolutely loves it. She only comes to my shows if you're on.
Yeah, because I thought, you said this, didn't I? I just thought she always came, and I thought, God, she really... Good, because especially when you had it every Wednesday, I thought, God, she really comes to all
So you're like, oh, she really loves him, but actually she really loves you.
Yeah.
She fucking hates it.
Yeah. Tragic. Really tragic. Thanks for bringing that up, Harriet. No, there's a few names on the circuit that she would rather just fucking watch paint dry than watch. Thankfully, mine's not one of them. She likes me still, but yeah, there's a few. There's a few. We've got merch. Finally, we've got merch.
We've been talking about doing this for ages, and we've finally made it happen. We've got our own online store at spreadnegativitypod.com. We're selling t-shirts with logos. We're selling queefs. Whatever you want, we've got it.
We're selling queefs in a jar if you want one. We've got beanies, mugs, phone cases, loads of stuff like that, so check it out. But if you do order something, and I cannot stress this enough, order one size up. I'm a large to extra large in most things. I've got a 2XL in this. Liam, you'll notice, doesn't even have a hoodie yet because they're still making his out of a bed sheet, right? Proper nightmare stuff.
Check us out, spreadnegativitypod.com. If there's anything that you want and you don't see, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. And we will get better at these adverts as time goes on.
I want to ask you a question. I'm putting you on the spot here. We can cut this if you don't know, but I just was wondering if you had the goss. So I know that I've seen you at this gig. This was like years ago. Don't even know if it's still running. In Warrington, there was like a pub where you could go and run out new stuff. Yeah, see, that was a very knowing face. No, now, when I first did stand up, I did it for a little bit and then stopped and got back into it. And in that space, that gig shifted venue. and I heard that the original venue, there was like a mad story involving like a comedy photo shoot and stuff. Do you know anything about this? No. So I heard, and like, again, we can cut this if I was hoping you'd maybe have the insider information.
Oh no!
I heard that gig in Warrington. The pub was like, we don't want to run this night anymore. So the guy who ran the night went, fair enough, moved to another pub. But then they were lying. They just wanted to run their own comedy night, and it started like a rivalry between them. But I know. But their idea of a comedy night was just like, because it was an open mic night with like a pro headliner, the one in Warrington. The original venue decided to do like just pure open mic night with loads of open micers, but a bunch of like scantily clad women also, and they'd make the comics like stick around for a photo shoot with the hot babes afterwards. And
where's this gig?
It doesn't. I don't think it's existed for ages, but I always just heard about it, and I think I seen some of the photos, and I don't know much about it, and I was just hoping you'd have the inside information because I saw you there once.
Yeah, because there was a few.
The scantily clad woman.
Someone had dropped her Dolce & Gabbana suit she wore for the night,
stuck in the lift.
Yeah, because there were two in Warrington. One you got a free curry, and then I think this was the other one. I can't quite remember. Then was there a woman called Carol in the front row that had a football shirt? That was the one, I think.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that it moved to there. I think she was like a regular.
Oh, so it was. So this isn't the one where the scantily clad. Was this where the scantily clad one was? Because the thing that's alarming me as well is the person that I'm sure ran that one ended up being my driving instructor.
Oh, really? Yeah. Really? Yeah.
What was he teaching you?
Like fake driving school or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
My driving license is just on an etch-a-sketch.
If you sign here
around for the photos. Yeah.
Fucking hell. You've got 4 minors. They're in the boot, actually.
Comedy driving school. She's like still next to the car with the mic like that. You must have done some mental gigs though, like in your time. I said that as if you're old as fuck. That's not what I meant.
Yeah. Well, when I first started, and I went, you know, when you first start, you're so on the script that if anything happens, you can't come off it. And I wish that I
can't even imagine you being like that, you know.
Yeah, but I was. I'm sure I was when I first met you. And one of my first gigs, there was a lady over the back and a parrot flew out. And no one asked, because we were all so new. No one says, what the fuck is with this fucking... And I think about it all the time.
It's a question that'll remain unanswered. Yeah. Do you know what? If it was a pigeon, I'd just go, nutter. But the fact it's a parrot, you're
The mad thing is, you could have asked the parrot and it'd probably told you.
Yes.
Do you know what? The social media whore in me is going like, fucking hell, I wish I was there. That would have been a great clip. That'd have fucking...
Oh my God, it would have been, wouldn't it? Yeah. It'd be like, I've been in there for 4 weeks.
Smoking a ciggy.
Yeah.
I think I've talked about...
I don't know why.
I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, but I saw like a parrot show abroad once where the parrot absolutely murked the fella off. He was singing Old MacDonald, and so he went like, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-O. He went on and he did it, but then at the very end he was bringing it down to the big crescendo, the finish, and he went, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I, E-I, E-I. Yeah, just repeat like he was a record that broke just repeatedly, and then went, oh, and the crowd went fucking wild when he finished it like, oh,
What, the parrot did it?
The parrot did that, yeah.
The parrot did the whole thing?
Of course he did. The fella wasn't going like the fella had
That's what I thought was happening.
I didn't know which way round it was.
Oh, man. I was doing that was quite clearly a parrot voice.
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
In my mind, I thought
my parrot was better than me Spanish before.
No, I thought what you were getting at was you like the parrot had him off. I thought the parrot was meant to finish it and just didn't. So the guy had to just finish it and just... No, I'm so confused.
I thought the parrot had him off because he didn't finish the song. What I realised as I was telling the story was the parrot knew how to get the big finish, didn't he? By like fucking it up deliberately. So when he finally went, oh, everyone went...
Sorry, I didn't give you the reaction you
That's
wanted.
fine. That's fine.
Fucking hell. Features?
Yes, please.
Features?
Features.
Yes.
Sorry.
So we have usually we get people to send something in, like listener submissions and all that good stuff. But we've not got any at the moment. So sometimes when we're running a bit low, we'll read out like Reddit posts that have like caught our attention that are a little bit mad, and we'll just sort of react to them. You good with that?
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. So I've got one here, and it's okay. Which one do we? Right. What do we want? Do we want? Am I the arsehole for giving my ex-wife a large amount of money I won despite the anger of my girlfriend?
Oh.
Or am I the arsehole for ruining a proposal?
Yeah, I feel like the first one we've got a summary of the whole story.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah.
I've just not like
Yeah, to sum up, he won money and his girlfriend didn't like the fact that he gave his ex-wife some of it. That's mad, isn't it?
I didn't see that.
Clip it, Liam! So we find out how he ruined the proposal then instead.
Well-oiled machine, this has.
Lovely stuff. I'm still going to read out the other one because I've took the liberty of getting
copying and pasting.
Yeah, I've copy and pasted. If you do want to send something in though, spreadnegativitypod@gmail.com. We want the embarrassing moments, the cringiest thing you've ever done, the worst thing that's ever happened to you, all that good stuff. Send it in, email it to us, Instagram, whatever. Appreciate it. Okay, so this one says, am I the arsehole for ruining a proposal? My girlfriend just bought a house and is so excited. She invited a ton of people over for a housewarming. She put so much work into everything. The house looked amazing and the food was delicious. Right after dinner, such a weird word, that isn't it? Delicious.
I just thought, like, no one asked about the food. I thought it was like a real.
I'm fucking telling you.
The food was brilliant.
The food was dead good, all right. Yeah. And she's fit. Right after dinner, while my girlfriend was getting dessert, her brother proposed to his girlfriend. I was mad because he hijacked my girlfriend's event that she worked so hard for because she could answer. Excuse me. Before she could answer, I told him to sit down and quit being so rude and disrespectful to his sister. He was mad, but his girlfriend looked so embarrassed they ended up leaving. The party was very awkward after that. A lot of people left early. My girlfriend's mum was furious at me because she wanted her son to stop living in sin, and I ruined it. My girlfriend said I got so dark so quickly.
So many levels.
Yeah, but how was the scones? Tell us. My girlfriend said I was sweet, but I didn't need to do that. Her brother texted me calling me a prick. Was I an arsehole for telling them to have some class? So, his girlfriend's had an event.
Yep.
You've come over.
Yep.
Me and Beth are having a dinner party.
Yep.
You've come over.
Yeah.
Make more sense to do it the other way around because you're the one that's married. By the by, doesn't matter. You've come over.
Is the food
And,
lovely?
and you've proposed. Yeah, that's the only reason you're there.
So you're hosting the party.
Yeah,
the
okay.
fish fingers was sound.
I don't like fish. The chicken fingers were sound. Beth and I are hosting a party.
Yeah.
You've come over with Harriet.
Okay.
And then midway through the party, you've just proposed to Harriet, which is mad because you've only met her 5 times. And I've got fuming.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking hell, she's put those chicken fingers in the oven. She even preheated it. You're being a dickhead. It's delicious.
The air fryer's been on fucking constantly since you fucking got
that
here.
Slow cooker.
My lecky bill is through the fucking room.
Yeah, you know times are hard. Stop proposing. Get up off your knee. You're going to hurt
them
yourself.
fucking chips and beans down your son.
Yeah. Who's in the wrong?
I honestly think that the proposal's wrong.
You.
I think that it's something you've got to proper think out a proposal and where you're going to do it and when you're going to do it is dead important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why would you choose someone else's event?
This,
especially your sister's.
I think you're
I
bang
didn't
on.
think of it like that.
And I don't even think that necessarily the issue is that he's proposed and ruined her event. I think the bigger issue is
he's
how
living
much
in
of a
sin. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Let's just scrap that from the record. That didn't exist, that bit. That's too much for us. But I think the bigger issue is that you've got a boyfriend that's just a helmet, isn't he?
Yeah.
How are you not putting thought and planning into your proposal?
Yeah.
Like, take her away. Do it in front of some sort of monument. Put some effort in. Do you know what I mean?
Get me sister's having a fucking...
Yeah.
Me nephew's just got christened. I'm thinking of doing it then. The whole family will be round anyway. There'll be food and drinks anyway.
Oh, me mate's just making a lasagna at the weekend. We're going round to his. So, yeah, why not? I'll just do it there.
Like,
what?
Nice back garden.
Like, it's so shit.
Oh, right. I didn't even think of it from that angle.
Yeah.
I saw it as the wait a minute, who said stop it? The boyfriend. I thought he was a prick because they were trying to have a lovely moment, and I thought, because when people get precious about their, so I was like, oh, don't be precious about an event.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's not that exciting. It's just a housewarming, isn't it?
yeah.
And I feel like he has gone. I don't know. I do think he was right to. Maybe I wouldn't have said anything, but I would have been like
they're all
afterwards.
just a bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
Sinful
Sinful
dicks. Yeah.
Yeah, your
With
biggest
delicious
sin.
food, by the way.
Your biggest sin is being gimpy as fuck. Why are you having a housewarming? First of all, just go to Slug and Letty. Stop being a gimp. Like, why you've just bought a house? You're letting people into it? No. No. And then second of all, like, why is your proposal so naff that you're doing it at someone else's housewarming? Just get a fucking life.
Yeah.
They're all losers.
Go to the park. That's nicer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Park,
Yeah.
sunset, take some wine.
Yeah.
Bit of,
And if she
for a
says no, there's loads of
proposal?
other options.
yeah. I've made you a... I've
Cut
made
that.
you a...
What do you mean, Rob? Just like, if it doesn't work out, go on the
Children.
swings.
Children.
I just thought you meant other people because it's a public park. The way you said it with such conviction. No, Harriet, I meant.
Thank God we
Why is he on his knees by the
Thank God we
slide?
clarified, yeah. Thank God we brought more light to it.
Because if we hadn't, we would have looked like we
Yeah, that was a good flip reversal you did there, Harriet.
Oh, funny.
Skittles. He's just watching his career go down the fucking swanny.
Have you got a partner?
Yeah.
How old is he?
This is so going.
Yeah, of course, yeah. No, what I was going to ask is, like, are you engaged? Are you married? Or
Yeah, engaged.
how did he do it? Was it nice? Was it a good one?
Oh, God.
Was it a KFC?
No. It was...
Put your hand in the bucket.
Yeah.
Greasy fucking diamond on a fucking mini
Attached to a
fillet.
thigh.
That's a good one.
That'd be all right, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I like
I'd gobble
those,
it.
those, I think they're TikToks where people go to have, I mean, this is going to sound like I welcome predatory behaviour, but I think if I liked someone, what am I on about? But you know when people go to dip their hand in the popcorn and they put a hole in
The dick's in it, yeah. I don't know why I answered so quickly. No flip reversal? How are you fucking doing this?
She's fucking pulled the ladder up beneath her, and she's just going, no, you guys are staying right at the bottom if I've got anything to do
It's
with
a
it.
finite amount of gigs. Fucking get back down there, boys.
So we were in Malta, and then, it'd been an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. We went to because I like when I go, because we travel so much, I like when I go on holiday to be completely still. I don't want to be going on excursions and stuff. And then my partner, but he booked to go on an excursion to the Blue Lagoon, and I was like, I just want to be still. And then he said, oh, we just want to have a nice holiday. And I was like, fine, we're going to the Blue Lagoon.
You sound fucking thrilled.
Human about it.
The whole time he's got a ring, just like, I don't think I actually want to ask her. She's a right misery.
He's trying to gear himself up and you're giving him reasons not to.
But it was a disaster because the tide was really, we went in November, the tide was really choppy. So we were supposed to be going on a boat, but it was too choppy. So then we got on a bus. Then on the bus, there was a man with his mother with a suit. Get this. He had a suit on, but he had the suit jacket round his waist and topless. Yeah. Isn't that weird?
He just fucking shat out of a job interview. And he's
Yeah.
like,
Bloody Malta.
Hey, let's not judge. He might have been stuck in a lift all morning. You don't know.
Nice suit.
You don't know.
And then so there was so much, because we had to go to all these different ports to find the ocean that wasn't choppy. and then we went so we were on this coach, and then this man with a suit round his waist was sick, and then he was sick into a Subway carrier bag, and then there was just sick dangling off this bag, and then he was whimpering, so he was then got off the bus and then was just going, and I was like, this guy, and then we got yes, and it was just like this after this after this. Then we ended up, then the bus driver dropped us off in this little village and then goes, you need to be back in 40 minutes. We then go to get back in 40 minutes. The bus driver's nowhere to be seen because I thought he died, but he fell asleep at a different thing. And then then we're all waiting, and then I've got this man breathing his hot sick on the back of my fucking neck. Then we finally.
Subway, eat fresh.
Yeah, no, the poor guy's trying to get a salad down and he's feeling.
It was a disaster. Then we finally got to the bloody Blue Lagoon. Oh, then we had to go get a ferry thing, and then they were like, "You will meet a beautiful lady called Liliana." And Liliana was from Blackburn. Liliana.
My name's Liliana.
How you say Duolingo nonce?
And then we finally got to the Blue Lagoon, but because the water was so choppy, it was, the plank.
Just like on a ship.
You didn't make him walk it, did you?
Well, we were all walking, and the people were just, because it was so choppy, people were just like lemmings on this fucking plank that was just slapping. Then we finally got to the Blue Lagoon, and it was just a big fat rock. And then everyone's just got off, and they all came back with pizza, which was very confusing. And then my partner was like, "Let's go this way," and I was like, "Yes, let's," because I'm sick of these
Everyone
fucking
else,
idiots. So, and then he got on one knee and proposed.
And you'd gone from all that fume, all that anger. Can I just get a minute?
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh god!"
I love the idea of the water being so choppy that he's like that.
Yeah.
Just say yes, quick. I'm fucked here.
He's whimpering like the fella he just threw up. He's about to go.
It was just a comedy of errors. And then I did feel bad because he was like, "Oh, I didn't get the response that I thought it would," and I was like,
Oh, bless him. He's
Yeah.
put so much thought into it.
He really did, And he was like, "Didn't you notice?" Because apparently he had the ring all day in his back pocket, and he was like, "Did you not notice the ring?" And I was like, "Well, I was too busy fucking surrounded by pukey weirdos."
But yes, I will marry you.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that fuming, moaning about the day you've had. But of course it's a yes. Get up.
I feel bad for him though. Like I imagine you do as well. But like,
Don't speak for it.
No, because I put so much thought into stuff like that. Like I remember like planning out Beth's birthday, and I get so much anxiety because I'm like, oh my god, like so much so that when I planned out like her like little birthday party or whatever, I had just invited she thought we were going for a meal, invited all her friends round, and then we went out into town. But like I really like cocktails, and I have a little cocktail kit at home, and I like making them. And I went as far as not buying oranges or lemons because we never have those in the house. And if she saw that we had lemons, she'd be like, "Oh my god, she's onto me." She wouldn't have.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have. But I get so much anxiety and that she's going to figure it out, and I put so much planning
Sweeping up
into
the breadcrumbs
and
so
it's
she can't follow the trail.
Yeah. It's never a good enough reaction, no matter what it is. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause it never justifies it. So God forbid I ever propose, because I will go to the ends of the earth to put on the most amazing thing that you can think of, and she'll say no.
There'll be a fucking
Like
there'll be a pukey weirdo.
Yeah. But like something like that would happen. I'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna go on a beautiful boat trip or something," or like you'd plan, or it'd rain, or do you know what I mean? Like I'd be so fucking stressed, and yeah. We'd end up arguing prior to it. Just say yes so we can go home.
When I did my proposal, I talked about this on another one, and I got dead chocolate because I felt like such a helmet saying it out loud. Do you know when you think it's a good idea at the time and that, and then you realise you're a bellend?
Do you want to share my sponge with me for the rest of your life?
No, this was my father's sponge.
Yeah.
It was his father's before him. Now it's our sponge. No, we went to Florida.
Oh wow!
And we're Harry Potter nonces, big Harry Potter fans. So I did it by like the castle. I did it round the back of like the free broomsticks and stuff. I had the view of the castle. What do you mean?
I know where this is going. Don't even.
No, I don't think you do. It's not too exciting. But what?
What?
I don't know. I'm scared.
I just feel you're going to be like, "Do you want to be the Ron to my Hermione or something like that?"
I got on my knees by the fucking castle, and that knocks me sick. Do you know what I mean? But I wish I'd have said something like that.
Akio wife, just from a distance.
and no, it was like getting proposed in a theme park. It's like full of people and stuff. You know, like it is. I don't like that public thing.
Yeah.
So we got quite lucky. It was like literally just us in this area. It was right near park opening. Sun was beaming. You could see the castle in the background. The view was nice. But there was a member of staff, and he's just like, it's at the end of the day, it's just a fucking quick service restaurant in a theme park, even though it looks like, you know, the free broomsticks or whatever. And I give him my camera. I was like, "Hey, I'm just about to propose to me, missus. Could you just record this for us?" And he was the sweat on his face. He was panicking, Joey, and he quite clearly didn't want to do it. And I was like, so I just want you to pretend that you're taking a picture, but I've pressed record, because I didn't want to leave it to chance. I didn't want to impress the wrong button. I went, don't press the button. I've pressed record. It's recording now. And he goes, okay, like in a dead nervous voice, and he goes, 1, 2, 3.
Where's he from?
He's a parrot. That's me parrot. EI! No, don't do it. And yeah, I get on one knee, I propose, and she cries, and says yeah. But I got dead awkward then. So I'm like on my knees holding this. She's crying and like, because she can't believe it, because I started an argument about how I don't believe in marriage before the holiday to throw her off the scent.
No.
Proper Ross from Friends, not Ross, Chandler on Friends.
Is that what he does?
Yeah.
I doubled that. I don't know. She was dead annoyed at me because I was horrible. But I thought it'll throw her off the set. Do you know what I mean? It'll throw her off the set. Anyway.
Sorry to interrupt. I tried convincing, because a few years back we had a bit more money than we do now, and I tried to convince Beth that the Maldives look shit, so that she wouldn't book a holiday with a mate. They were talking about holidays, and I just panicked. So I was like, why do you want to go anywhere? It looks shit. Shut up. The Maldives. And I started being such a prick for no reason.
Throw him off the scent. But I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to close, and I was just there like that, and I just turned to the camera and I go, you can stop now, mate, because we're just recording the crying girl at this point. He stops the recording. And Rebecca, like, loves that moment because it's like the proposal. She didn't expect it. I hate watching it back because I wish I'd have done it better. Like, I'm quite good. I like to think I'm quite good with my words. I mean, despite you fucking heard me Spanish before, that sentence was shite. But I'm quite
Mi amigo. Yes.
See. And I was like, I didn't say enough. I just kind of said, will you marry me? Like, I thought so much about the where and the when. I didn't think about the how. And it proper played on my mind the whole time. So, like, the night before the wedding, she'd fucking conned me into getting a new engagement ring because she lost so much weight. The engagement ring, we couldn't even get it resized, the original one. So she fucking conned me into getting a new one. But I used that to, like, get on one knee the night before the wedding and propose again. Took her outside, had a moment, said some nice words, because not every Spread Negativity episode's about laughter and dick and fart jokes. We can be real and talk about our feelings.
It's so funny. I gigged with Harriet a few weeks back and I said, would you want to do the pod? And she was like, I'm not sure. I don't really like pods sometimes. Like, you're just full of fucking toxic straight white men and stuff. And I was like, that's not us at all. And then you're like, so basically, I proposed twice because of how... just thereby proving my point. Because I could tell I was telling Harriet and she was like, yeah, but you would say that. Do you know what I mean? I was like, no, come on, honestly, it'll be absolutely fine. We're not going to be toxic. And you're just like, I love my wife so much. I proposed
But
twice.
on your stock, do lad, I'm going to fucking bum your head and tie it to a lamppost. Lads. Yeah, where?
Fucking hell. If you're new to the podcast, are you watching because Harriet's on, then first of all, thanks. We really appreciate it. And we do a section at the end called Off Your Chest, where we invite the guest or a listener to get something off their chest. If you want to send something in, spreadnegativitypod@gmail.com. Harriet, have you got anything you want to get off your chest?
Are we at the end?
We're at the end.
Yeah,
we're 50 odd minutes in here. Look at you with a notebook. This is preparation, this is.
Yeah.
What a woman.
Well, it might be an anticlimax now. So my partner is just, I don't know how he does it. You watch him in the kitchen. He doesn't even understand he's doing it, but he's just so messy. Like, he'll be in the kitchen and say he'll be making toast or something, and they'll turn around and it'll be covered from head to toe in chicken tikka. I don't know, like it's just.
He's not even making chicken tikka. He's like making a lasagna. You're like, how's this happened?
It's it, and the kids are now exactly the same, and I just don't understand how they do it. And I all day I spent yesterday cleaning, and then this morning just everything's sticky, and it's just. But I know he can't. Yesterday as well, I tidied. I found plates underneath clothes. It's like living with. No.
Yeah. And you agreed to marry him.
This is how they get you.
Yeah, he used to put his plates away, and now he leaves them under his jeans.
Beth sometimes will like complain because I've left a sock on the floor, and I constantly like just have to sit. And I feel like I'm gaslighting her, but you've just proved my point. I sit her down, I'm like, you've no idea how lucky you are. I'm an absolute clean freak. And the odd occasion there's a sock there, you blow up at me. Yeah, but she'll blow up at me. And I'm like, you've no idea how lucky you are. You could find chicken tikka under me chinos. I don't even own chinos, but you could find
in your ears, up your nose, in your face. Yeah.
You proper like spoke to me there because I feel that way. I've just been proper like talking about getting emotional about my engagement, but baby, I fucking hate when you do this. You're a dick.
We're getting toxic now, right at the end. We lured you into a false sense of security.
Bitch! Nobody joke. Nobody joke. But yeah, she's the exact same. I'll cook the entire meal. And I ask her to serve it up. I call her the portion queen because I'm just too greedy, and I always feel bad if I'm going to put too much on my plate. So you serve it up. But when she comes in to so I'm the portion queen really. But when she comes in to serve it up, the kitchen will be spotless. I'll have tidied up as I've gone along. I'll have put shit away and everything. And just in the act of serving it up, it's like, why the fuck is the sauce on the side? How did you? Oh, you had to. Why are you spoon and mash like that?
Yes,
I just don't fucking get it.
It's the worst thing in the world. I grew up with my mum who was like quite messy and stuff, and I don't know how.
She's also in the next room, lad. Fuck.
She's not. She's not.
Yeah, well, you should fucking learn.
Yeah. He's getting so brave. Like I'm so excited for what Azana did. Best part is he's going out in about 4 weeks. You're not even going to remember that you said this. You're just going to be like, oh, all right then.
I'm sorry in advance.
Yeah. But no, I just can't do it. But like I'm such a clean freak though. Like I can't stand anything being anywhere. Like I just I fucking despise it. And I get like Beth will like leave her stuff on the floor. Like sometimes she'll go, oh my God, you've left the Mr. Freeze wrapper on the side. And I'm like, all right, follow me. And then I just point at the floor where it's just got a fucking...
Because I hate that as well. Like, if I'm like, oh, look, this has annoyed me. And she'll go, oh, yeah, has it? Well, here's a collection of all the things that you have done that are similar. Do you know, like, I hate that kind of weaponized past.
That's annoying. That's annoying for sure. That's annoying for sure. But don't complain that I left this notebook here when you've just emptied your suitcase upside down and left it there and it's still there, okay? Yeah. Because me moving that pen isn't going to do anything about the 23 kilos of fucking luggage you've got right there, okay?
Yeah. Look what you've done. I'm in a
mood.
good
So toxic.
The other day he was cooking and then there was just a bit down the side of the cupboard, some sauce or something, and I was like, fine. So then I've cleaned it up, opened the cupboard, and there's like half of a pan of sauce that's now
How does this happen?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's like
he's doing it on purpose.
No, because
he is. He's trying to get to you.
He's just like so lovely, but he's just like bumbling, like Mr. Magoo.
He actually needs an eye test. Yeah. He's not realising.
Yeah, it turns out we're mocking his disability. He's going to have a cake. We'll get Harriet on again in a few months. Oh, yeah. So a little update. Basically, we've got a guide dog.
Yes, I'm the toxic one. Ableist behaviour.
Or he's passive-aggressively getting his own back for the lacklustre response to the proposal.
Yeah.
You don't like sauce? There's an abundance of it.
Oh, fucking hell. Harriet, thanks so much for coming on. This has been great. I really appreciate it. Have you got anything that you'd like to plug?
Me and Louise Young do a podcast called Make Me Better because we're both mental when we're trying not to be. So if you could check that out, that would be great.
Yeah, class. Sick. Louise Young, a Geordie comedian. Does she live in Newcastle still? Does she travel up
to
Liverpool?
To Liverpool.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Oh, class. Yeah, she's fucking great.
Yeah, I've seen Louise before. She's unbelievable.
Yeah, she's really good. Yeah. Definitely check that out. What's your social media? Tell us all.
Harriet Dyer comedy on everything apart from Twitter because the letters were two. So it's Harriet Dyer.
We're the same. Yeah. Fuck Twitter.
S negativity pod. We are on Twitter. It's fucking, but it's a cesspit of fucking knobheads Twitter, so we don't even use it.
Yeah, but like and subscribe. Retweet this week's episode.
Are you touring next year? Anything like that?
Yeah, I'll do just little venules. My new show that I'm doing at the minute called Mother.
What's it about? Class, good stuff. Thanks so much for coming on. Give us 3 things that you hate.
3 things. I've put bad things. Well, hopefully what? I can't read my writing.
I love the fact that she's prepared with notes. It's fucking class.
No
one cares about us enough, Harriet. You're the only one that cares.
When you go to a bar and they've washed the bottom of the glasses but not the top. So when you drink, you can taste people's lips.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they've got lipstick. Oh.
Just the gentle
So
lift.
well thought out as well.
That is so
you
true
can tell
as well.
she's prepared. Because everyone else just goes, oh, then when it rained, and you're like, right,
But then
nice
you
one.
can play the game of looking around the bar and figuring out like whose lips they were.
That's Cinderella.
Who's
like holding up
It's
a
like,
pint glass.
always someone.
Cinderella in the gin glass?
Compulsive liars.
So
Do I elaborate? All of them, my partner's kids, they're all absolute compulsive liars, but they do it in such like they look you right in the eyes, and then I'm like, oh well, they must be telling this. So this is all. Well, do I just move?
No,
on to
do
the
whatever you want.
So,
No pressure.
at the minute, so this is, and I haven't got it or anything, but my one of the kids has got ringworm, and I've been saying for ages that is ringworm. No, I haven't got it. I haven't got it. So I've been saying to him that
No, I bet your kitchen cupboard does. It's everywhere.
yeah. Oh my god. And then I've been saying you have got ringworm, and he's looked me right in the eye and gone, no, I know what ringworm is, and it's wriggly worms. And I've gone, oh right. No, it's not wriggly worms. Yeah, then I've gone off and I'm like,
Google.
I didn't even need to Google. I knew it wasn't wriggly worms. So I go back to him and I went, you know you said wriggly worm, but then he's like, I've Googled it, said wriggly worms. When is that even a Google when you go, wiggly worms?
I bet even Google's like, do you mean ringworm?
Exactly. That's how I've got him in the end. I've gone, everything he said, I've sat to screenshot and go, there's something I'm going loopy. So that, compulsive liars. And then today, I couldn't think of a third one. And then on the way here, I was like, bloody cyclists that are in the, they're not even scooting over. They're
Yeah.
they're
The
just
centre of the lane.
Yeah, and then they just start mean mugging you. They're looking at you and trying to fucking intimidate you. It's like you're on a bike. You can go 21 mile an hour tops for about 8 seconds before you're knackered.
Although this
I
guy
hate him.
today, he was going 26 miles an hour.
Was he really?
Struggling to
He
overtake.
was so quick. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
thought, oh, that's how you get me.
I like you now. Yeah, I admire that. Likes on
so
him.
quick, so quick.
Turns out he's your speedometer's broken. Actually, you were just doing 11, and everyone else was fuming at you.
That could be like when I didn't understand why people were getting so angry with me when I first started driving, and it was because I had it on the kilometres instead of the. So I was going so slow. I was like, these people need to stop being so angry. Like, try Hans Moleman.
I think of the world
Doodling
against you.
Yeah.
Hans Moleman.
That's so funny.